With adorable pilot-themed Halloween costumes, Tori Roloff's 3 children soar. I hope this doesn't break the internet. Greetings, viewers, greetings from my channel again. Please click the bell symbol and subscribe to the channel for the most recent news updates. This Halloween, the children of Tori Roloff are prepared to soar. As her family of 5 celebrated Halloween on Thursday, October 31st, the 33-year-old podcaster posted a couple pictures of her 3 children on Instagram: daughter Lila, 4, sons Jackson, 7, and Josiah, 2. Jackson saluted in one picture and posed back-to-back with Josiah in another, while sporting a green jumpsuit and pilot patches as accessories. The younger Roloff son accessorized his green jumpsuit and pilot helmet with sunglasses. Lila chose to dress like a flight attendant, grinning for photos while sporting a silk scarf around her neck. Costumes for 2024. I hope the internet isn't disrupted by this. Roloff captioned her photo. The mother of 3 posted a picture of her son Jackson's first day of 2nd grade on Instagram in September. In the cute picture, Jackson was seen crossing his arms over his chest while sporting tan khakis and a white polo shirt. The recently graduated 2nd grader was standing next to a chalkboard sign that said, "Jackson is 7 years old, and when he grows up, he wants to be a police officer." The first day of 2nd grade is here. It's simply unbelievable. I adore this child, and am really proud of all that he accomplishes. I am confident that he'll excel in 2nd grade. Tori captioned the photo. I am thrilled to see where Jackson goes, but I am sad to see this summer come to an end. Happy 2nd grade, first day. Zach and Tori responded to some of the queries from their audience in a May edition of their podcast, Raising Heights. A follower asked the Roloffs if they would ever think about homeschooling their 3 children. Consider each year as it comes. Every year is different, and every child is different, I think, Tori said. Zach replied, "Yeah, we would keep our kids at home, even though we appreciate school. We'll see. We'll accept each year as it comes," Tori added, breaking off her husband. "I think that would be difficult because Jackson is very gregarious and we like what it does for our kids and everything else," Zach continued. "Social. He's not gregarious, he's very social," Tori explained. Zach Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, explains his relationship with his father. Zach Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, recently talked about his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff, and it doesn't seem to be going well right now. The reality star disclosed that he still has a tense relationship with his father on the May 23rd, 2024 episode of his podcast, which he co-hosts with his wife, Tori Roloff. He continued by saying that it has been challenging for the father-son relationship to get back together because Matt Roloff continues to deny everything he did. Roloff explained his father's disposition as follows. The pair also discussed how watching Little People, Big World Season 25 reopened many old wounds for them, even though the show's filming ended more than a year ago. Although the controversy has subsided, the soccer player and TLC reality star pointed out that his relationship with his father has not really improved. When something appears on social media, you see that other people share your thoughts. "I thought we were sort of evening things out a little bit, so that's a shame," he continued. The announcement follows Zach and Tori Roloff's formal announcement in February 2024 that they would be leaving the show after 25 seasons. Naturally, many fans assumed that Zach and Matt Roloff's long-running conflict over the family land was the reason for the abrupt departure. Zach continued on a February episode of the Raising Heights podcast to explain how the farm deal had caused hardship for the family, which ultimately led the couple to make this choice. "We had finished it. We went on," he says. Star of Little People, Big World, Zach Roloff describes his father-son relationship. Big World, Little People. Did Zach need to win over Tori's father? Zach Roloff revealed that his father Matt and he had a tense relationship because of his constant denial, casting doubt on their ability to reconcile. Zach and his father were unable to resolve their old issues during the Little People, Big World filming. A long-running argument over the family farm led to Zach and Tori's departure from the show, and Matt supported their choice. Zach Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, recently talked about his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff, and it doesn't seem to be going well right now. The reality star disclosed that he still has a very tense relationship with his father in the May 23rd, 2024 edition of his podcast Raising Heights, which he co-hosts with his wife Tori Roloff. He continued by saying that it has been challenging for the father-son relationship to get back together because Matt Roloff continues to deny everything he did. Roloff explained his father's mindset as follows: "I think it's narcissistic. I don't know, but it's not fantastic. Time may heal." The pair also discussed how watching Little People, Big World Season 25 reopened many old wounds for them, even though the show's filming ended more than a year ago. Although the controversy has subsided, the soccer player and TLC reality star pointed out that his relationship with his father has not really improved. When something appears on social media, you see that other people share your thoughts. "I thought we were sort of evening things out a little bit, so that's a shame," he continued. The announcement follows Zach and Tori Roloff's formal announcement in February 2024 that they would be leaving the show after 25 seasons. Naturally, many fans assumed that Zach and Matt Roloff's long-running conflict over the family land was the reason for the abrupt departure. Zach continued on a February episode of the Raising Heights podcast to explain how the farm deal had caused hardship for the family, which ultimately led the couple to make this choice. "We had finished it. We went on," he said. Big world, little people. Did Zach need to win Tori's father over? When Tori and Zach Roloff started dating in 2010, he had to gain his father's approval on Little People, Big World. They have been dating ever since they met while Tori was working on the Roloff pumpkin farm. They will commemorate their 9th the departure of Zach and Tori Roloff from Little People, Big World. In Little People, Big World Season 22, Zach and Tori Roloff began discussing purchasing a portion of the family farm, which sparked the father-son conflict. But in the end, Matt Roloff listed the part of the land his son was interested in purchasing. To exacerbate the situation, he ultimately chose not to sell and converted the property into a short-term vacation rental. When a year of negotiations, the father and son packed up and relocated to Battleground, Washington, with their 3 kids when Roloff Sr. rejected their offer. Following the incident, Matt Roloff disclosed that he was prohibited from seeing his grandchildren. In the season 23 opener, the reality star asserted, "We go from seeing them every day to completely cut off." Karen Chandler, his fiancée, supported him by stating that it was tragic to witness Zach and Tori Roloff's refusal to bring their children to the farm. The pair did, however, reveal that their eldest son, Jackson Roloff, had complained about how uneasy he felt about being constantly videotaped when they announced their departure from the show. Tori Roloff mentioned in the same podcast broadcast that it was crucial for the pair to pay attention to their kids as parents. She informed the audience that it was a huge reason for us stepping away. In a subsequent interview with Entertainment Tonight, Matt Roloff defended the couple's choice, saying that Zach knows better than anybody how difficult it is to raise their children in front of the camera with all the scrutiny. On April 23, 2024, the season 25 finale of Little People, Big World debuted. The 26th episode of the show has not yet been updated, and it is unclear if the young couple will ever make a comeback. However, you can follow the adventure of Zach and Tori Roloff by listening to their podcast, Raising Heights. Keep checking Collider for additional updates. Tori Roloff's father disapproved of her relationship with Zach, saying it wasn't the kind of guy he had in mind for her. Tori Roloff talked about how her father tried to get involved when she first started dating Zach Roloff. "I recall preparing to go on a date with you, introducing yourself and giving him a photo of you," to which he responded, "No, what are you talking about?" On the Thursday, June 20th episode of the couple's podcast Raising Heights, Tori, 33, stated, "This isn't the man I had in mind for you." He literally asked, like, "Are you sure?" Multiple times, Tori went on, "I don't know about this," he said. While still in high school, Tori and Zach began dating in 2011. Fortunately, Tori's father quickly won over to their relationship. "I'm pretty sure my dad now prefers you to me," Tori jokingly said. "You are more liked by my entire family." Additionally, Tori admitted that other individuals in her life expressed their own worries regarding Zach, whom she wed in 2015. "My friends and family probably had some reservations when we first started dating, but after they saw you, they all said, 'Gosh, I see why this girl is into him.' I understand this situation and this relationship," Tori said to Zach during the podcast. Height was irrelevant. Tori, who has been married for almost 10 years, is happy that none of those whispers in her ear affected her choices. It shouldn't matter what other people think, Tori says. They could have prevented me from being happy, and they could have prevented you from being happy, too. We didn't let the opinions of others to affect our relationship or us. She went on, when someone isn't the right fit for you, you search for all these things that are wrong. There was nothing wrong with you once I met you, despite the fact that you are taller than I had anticipated. Nothing was there for me to dissect. After participating in the first 25 seasons of the TLC reality series Little People, Big World, Tori and Zach, parents of Jackson, 7, Lilia, 4, and Josiah, 2, announced their departure in February. We're finished. That chapter is closed in that area of our lives, Tori declared on their podcast. Tori went on to say that Zach's choice to leave was made simple by the family conflict with his family, especially the tense sale of his family's Oregon farm. We no longer had a strong belief in the project.